Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now, I don't know if this is crooked or is it just me being bored. Okay, now, I haven't been on for a while, I'm sorry about that, but I have been doing other things. Just been doing, we got a new bed, so we've been sorting out our room, throwing out the old clothes, all that sort of thing, and so the bed's in there and it's all fixed and ready to, well, we've been sleeping on it, it's really good. I'm here now. I'm in the biggest mess you ever did see, but I'm in here. I got in here. I don't know how I'm going to get out, but I got in here. I've got that much stuff because everything, you know how things seem to land where they're not supposed to be. A few things landed in here. But anyway, I'll get it all sorted out. I've been doing a bit of crafting out of a night time and that, but I haven't done anything spectacular. I'm going to show you today now what I want to work on because I've decided I really want to do a little bit of sewing again. So I've got this piece here that I've started. Now I've seen a lady and she is a speckled seahorse and on YouTube, and she was making these little wall hangings. And I've got something on that bit there. I'll just see if I can get that off. It's just a little tiny bit of thread, I think. Maybe from, yeah, a little bit of thread sitting out there. Never mind, it might scooch it down the inside. So I've got bits and pieces of fabric and that, and I've got this piece here to start with, so you need to get it. So on here, I'm going to show you lots of different techniques, I'd say, hopefully. And you know, just different things, the way to put stuff together. I already started a bit of it. Wasn't thinking about doing a tutorial on it. Then I thought, no, I should do that because I think it'll be really nice. Because I wanted to have a go at making some of these myself, because you can do it for a book cover, because that's what my idea will be, I'd say, for a book cover. So my general size for a book cover for me is, when I find the ruler, come on, it's here somewhere, I know it is. I've got more than one. I put it up there and it ends up somewhere else, doesn't it, all the time. I've got this wooden one, this should do, it's got inches on it. Yeah, it's got inches and centimetres, look at that. Come on, Birds of New Zealand. So this is 5.5 by 7.5, and see my journals are around about that size, so that's good. That's a good size for me. So whatever size you do your journals, this is what size you start with. I'm using a piece of linen, and it is a nice pink one. It's an even weave, and it has, which means the stripes, the warped and webbed threads just cross over one another once instead of going two at a time or something. There's all different ways things weave, so this is just really good because you can nearly see through it. And that's what you need, something that is not acrylic or anything. You need a cotton or linen thing. You need a linen thing, or something like that. Or you could use a velvet or something that's nice. But you need to be able to sew through it. You want to be able to sew through it. So because we're doing some sewing. So now I've got these 3 patches here that I've put on. I've just stitched that round there roughly, and same with that one. And this one here, I did a blanket stitch around there. So I'm going to put on I've got a few more bits here that I've been cutting out and playing around with, so I want to put these on here. This is off a piece of a scarf, so I might just bring this in a tiny bit and see if I can keep in the shot. I'm having a bit of trouble here with my tripod. I don't know what's going on with that. I did have it out in the other room, and when you start moving things around, I'm moving the wrong thing now, aren't I? Instead of moving the camera, I'm moving the, hang on a minute, if you just bear with me till I tighten that up, because that'll help a real lot if I tighten that up. Okay, now it's in the shot, isn't it, if I stay here. So this is a piece of a scarf, but it's got really nice things. Look at that, isn't it pretty the way it's put together? So I like that. This is off actually a piece of a shirt. So is this bit here. It was down the side and it's got a buttonhole on it, and I like that because of that. What it is, I like to recycle. This is off a doily, so is this one off a doily. And then I've got 2 pieces here that I got from some little bits that I bought at our local shop that are just very cheapy sort of stuff, but that's okay because we're doing it on a wall hanging thing, and it's not going to fall apart or anything, or not a wall hanging, a book cover. It'll be really nice when we do that, okay? So I'm going to put on the next piece or somewhere. I have to work out now where I'm going to put these. I do like that one, and then I've beaded a bit on that, but I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute too. So, well, whether it's a minute or next time or whatever. So we're going to put these hereabouts to decide what we want to do with them, okay? Look at this, going together well. No, that goes up there, it's a bit brighter. What do you reckon? Over there, there. How about that? Okay, so I've got 9 bits. Come back out, Sonia. So I've got 9 pieces. Okay, now I go too far, don't I? You know, it's either one way or another. It's always too far. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pin them there because I don't want to forget about that. That went together really easy. I have other bits that I intend to put on top of them because they're not going to be just left plain. They're going to have, it's just like having a few inches or something, or whatever size things, and just decorating them up a bit when you see what I'm going to do with it, okay? Hope everybody's having a good crafting time. I miss doing it really so much, you know. When I don't come in here, I get really thinking, oh dear, I should go and make videos. Will people be waiting for me to do something? Fiddling around. I wasn't fiddling around, I was doing stuff, and you know, when you get involved in other things, it's really hard. I went up to town 3 times this week, tried to do stuff. I just have a mouthful of drink. I'm actually having a bit of Pepsi Max today. Okay, so I will sew on a couple and give you the idea of how to use the stitches. And now all I need is some cotton. I took a video of how bad this table is, and I'm not putting it up, I'm too scared. People will unsubscribe to me if they said. A bit of that colour, it's interesting, isn't it? A bit of this colour here, and a bit of, no, I don't want that one. A bit. What do we need? A little bit of that one will be alright because he's a little bit, he's only very thin. Gee, you'd think I'd fix this, wouldn't you? Who has time though? I'm my daughter, and that's coming tomorrow, and they're going to help me fix my room for the how many. She said, Mum, you can't keep doing this. I said, right. Why? She was always making a mess in hers, and I was cleaning it up for her. It's to get in there to clean it up and be saying, I'm not going to do this again. This is you're going to do this. You're the one making the mess, and it never ever worked. Oh, I used to always go and do it because I couldn't handle it. I suppose I should have let her live like that, but what are you going to do? You just can't, can you? Oh, mine is looking good too. I took a cupboard out of there so it's not too many cupboards, and Jeremy washed walls down and everything. We had to really vacuum the curtains because they're velvet. They look really cool now. I mean, they looked all right before, and they hadn't been that long since it's been done since. But he said it's not spring yet because I said something to him about something stuck on my hand. I said something to him about glue or something stuck there. About doing the spare room. He said, it's not spring yet. I said, oh, come on. Yeah, so. But anyway, so now around this, I'll do this one. I'm going to sew this one down first really quickly because I've got a nice colour, a nice piece of pink. And it's going to go real good. And all we're going to do is do stab stitches around here. You know, this is called straight stitch actually. But people say they're stab stitches because you just go up and down, up and down, up and down. And you go to the end here, because I've frayed that back a little bit. I cut this off a piece of embroidery that somebody had done, okay? And because I rescue them from Vinnie's, that's what I'm saying anyway, or wherever, and then I can use them in my work, because I think they look really good. And I reckon this will make a really nice cover, but you can use it for a wall hanging anyway, whatever you want to do with yours, it doesn't matter. And you can put it, you know, in one of your books as a page of what to collect up. Now, if you try and keep your stitches reasonably, you know, even, same size, you know, you don't want to be too, you don't want to be making tiny little ones and then great big ones. It's just, you know, won't look nice for you. Okay, there's so many things that I want to do. I just have got so much stuff to in here, like to work with. You know what I mean? You get stuff to do things with, and then I do, and then I get sidetracked and go and do something else, and then I still got to come back to that and do it. I just have to, and it's really good, I think, to have lots of plans of things to do. We're going to be taking a lot of stuff out of here. I think I'm going to de-stash a lot of stuff. Is that straight? It's not. It's a little bit wonky, isn't it? Look at that. Here's me again, wandering off out of the camera. I know. I don't mind it. I think it looks good. I like it. We're not going to kerfuffle with that too much. I've got a big fat knot here. I need to get rid of that. I've been here trying to tidy up a bit this morning to make a space so I could do this. Okay. Right. What do I do with them scissors? I can use these. These are alright, I guess. I think I took both a small pair out to the lounge room. I have a tendency to do that. I think to myself, have I got a pair out there? Oh, no, I don't know. And I just go and... I'm going to do this one with the pink too, because it'll show up. And this one I'm going to do... Actually, I won't. I'll do this one here with the pink. Because... And I think, you know, you can have them... You can put on as many as you want to too. So if you want to make smaller ones, you can put on lots of little ones if you wanted to. You can put them any way you want to too. I'm making a gypsy one too after this, I am. I'll come back and show you that. Now this one here I'm going to do a buttonhole stitch or a blanket stitch. And that's called a blanket stitch because it's around your blankets, and it's a buttonhole stitch because it's also around the buttonhole on your clothes. Okay? It's just done the same way. You just come over there and come back through and pick that up and pull that through. I'm sorry, you might not be able to see this very plain because it's got it on the pink. And just give it a little, don't sort of pull it really tight because you don't want it to be, just pull it up there like that and go on into the next bit. Oh, I've got something really good to show you too. I'm going to have to get up and go and get it later. I'll do it in between videos, I hope, because I won't be able to make another one for a day or two, I don't think, or I'll go on. I just got something on AliExpress and it's so cool. So cool. Going to let me cotton hang down like that, so just because sometimes you're doing this sort of thing will make your cotton sort of twist up a little bit, so to let it untwist, you just let it drop it down and it'll come undone and won't be all curled up and so forth on you. Now I forgot as usual to look at the time. I don't know how long you think I've been on here, about 10 minutes maybe, I don't know. Not a very good judge, you know. Sometimes I think I've been on here for a really long time and it's only half an hour, and then other times I think I've got plenty of time and I always go over time on it. So you just want to make sure that it's nice and level as you're going along. Do it carefully, you see. That's what you do. You just go steady. We're not in a race. We're not in a race for anything. I might have to just go along a bit quicker because I'm doing the video. I might have to just do it a bit quicker. But I will show as much of this as I can just today. So you can stand to look at, I suppose. Because I haven't been putting up videos and I feel really slack about that. There's so many things that I want to make and do. I just already said that, didn't I? And I remember that. I don't remember if I said, oh, Sonya, I'm in Australia, because I probably didn't. Oh, I don't know. I come in here ready to get going and then I have to fiddle about for a while, which was probably an hour nearly. Felt like going back to sleep this morning, but so I thought I'd better move myself and do something. I was out in the lounge room and Jeremy'd gone for his walk, and he gets up every morning and goes fairly early and goes for a walk around about the town and back again, so he gets exercise, and if he's got to buy anything he brings home anything. If he's got to buy anything, and while he was gone, I thought, oh, I shut my eyes. Sitting up I'd had my breakfast and my first cup of coffee and everything, but I just started to feel like I wanted to doze off. And I cut this on it like with the pinking scissors, and it's not looking like that now because I'm sewing over, but that doesn't matter because it doesn't worry me whether I do that. That's my thing. See, now it's curling up again, so I'm going to have to let it spin down, come untangled. Oh dear. Sorry, got a, I don't know, it's a sinus infection of some sort. It's driving me mad. I can't seem to get rid of it. Nothing seems to work. Okay. Right, now I'm going to have to end this off and go through to the other side now because we'll have enough thread, will I, to do that here. If I didn't have enough, I'd put the needle through first, then I'd thread it, and that way, you know, you can get right down to the wire on this, can't you? Get right down there. Okay, come on, through there. This is called applique, what we're doing, okay? This is what we're doing. It's called applique because we're applying it, I guess, to the material. Now, I didn't need to do that. I should not have done that because I've only just got enough thread, so I got nick through to the back on it there really fastly before you run out. Like people think I don't know, over the years you see people run out of petrol, quick hurry up before we run out of petrol. You know, that's just not going to work, is it? Run up, hurry up before we run out of cotton here. I don't think that's going to work. Don't worry, I've never driven a car fast before I ran out of petrol. I only had a licence for a few years, way back in the olden days. I wasn't very partial to driving. Me and my husband, neither of us have had a licence ever since we've been together. We never had a car. I got my mobile scooter, and I can drive that. And I do. I drive it really good, I think. It took along pretty quick. Yeah. But I only go fast when I'm out in the pathway with a good run up. I don't do it. I slow down in the shops and up the street for the people, and dogs and kids and stuff like that. It's my only way of transport, so I quite enjoy that. Going for a drive, and it'd be really good because I'm looking forward to getting back in that swimming pool. It's another 4 weeks before it's open, or the end of September it opens. And I cannot wait because I really need to get some exercise. My poor old, what's the name, muscles are lazy as anything they are. They've got to get some exercise. It helps me bones. It supports me bones, me exercise and me muscles. You know, your body. It doesn't help me bones much when you feel a lot of pain for a while after you've done it, but it's got to be worth it in the long run because keep moving. You've got to keep moving. Even though I've been told not to. How silly is that? Okay. Nobody wants to just sit still. It's a matter of, you know, you're supposed to deteriorate more if you move around more, but it's better for you if you do move, I reckon. You get stuck in one place for a while, things just don't want to move then, do they? I think hubby's out there pruning the roses, and that's a bit late in the year, I think, isn't it? You usually do that about May or something. I don't know. I can't say now. He might not have got round to it. He's only got a small garden on the side of the house now. He used to have a hole even in the front yard once. He couldn't stand people going in there pinching flowers and stuff. He didn't like that. He said if they'd ask him for it, they wouldn't mind giving it to him at all. But pinching it, no, thank you. You know, that just he didn't like that. Except the day he said he's seen this bloke pinch one, take one, whatever. and there was a young girl up a bit further up the road, and he ran up and gave it to her. And my husband thought that was quite cool. Jeremy used to always bring me the first rose that bloomed out there. Oh, it's all going romantic now, Sonya, isn't it? You know what I've done? I've made this a bit bubbly there. Look at that. So we should be careful. And another way too of doing this, so I'm going to ease this in. That's what my teacher would have told me when I was sewing, which I found quite annoying, because if you're making something not other than a piece of craft, it's not a very good idea to be easing things in. But anyway, I used to have to ease things, but I did get it in there, so it looks okay. So it looks okay, doesn't it? See, it's crooked too. Must be something matter with my eyesight. I'm sure there is. But anyway, we're just going to leave it like that. It's craft, artwork, or whatever. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know what I was talking about. I was raving on about something, wasn't I? Okay. Now, I have a real lot of books too that I have to go through and sort out and get rid of. The parts that I don't want. Like, you know, they've got nice pictures and stuff in them, and I just really want to go through them as soon as I can so I can put them out. The rest of them in the bin. But I have to do that. We can't keep everything. Even though I try sometimes. Okay, so now we've done those two things there in different sort of directions, sort of thing. I say directions, I didn't mean that. I'm looking at that thinking that it's going sideways. It wasn't supposed to. And this one's not too bad. Okay, so I think I might just leave those ones there for the time being, because it's going to take a while. This one here I might stitch down. Oh, I don't know. I won't do it on camera, I don't think, because I'm going to have another drink. Sorry. It might take up too much time because we want to do a little bit of decorating, don't we? Now the beads are really easy to put on there. But I'm going to show you how, because you don't want to put them on one at a time. The reason being, it's really hard to get them. I want something that's small that I can thread a bead on with if I can't see the bead needle here. Actually, I had the bead needle packet here somewhere. But, like I said, you know, my desk is a little bit scary. I don't think I'll put the video of it up. I don't know. Couldn't do that to yous. You might lose all confidence in my ability to do anything if you do that. Okay. Alright, so I found a small pair of scissors. Now I need a small needle. Here we are. Look at this. If you sit back and you look, you'll find something. So I said to the ladies once, they took all the chairs, you know, the courtesy chairs out of the shops. They used to have them in Big W, right? You could sit down there on the benches or whatever and just look about. And you'd see things that you probably wouldn't normally see if you were going through the store. And I probably should have changed the colour of this, but I'm going to have this one, I think. And they took them all out, and I said to the woman, I said, you'd be surprised how much you will see sitting still, more so than what you would, you know, walking straight through, because they said it was to keep the traffic flowing. Geez, we live in a small town. There's traffic flowing is something they don't have to worry about that in the shop. You don't? Yeah, hubby must be doing the garden because the dog's not happy. He mustn't have took her outside because he worries that some other big dogs might get after her, because she's only a tiny little thing, and you know how them little dogs think they're big? Yeah. And sometimes if there's somebody walking past, you got to be careful, don't you? So she's at the gate going crook about not being able to get out. This is not going good, this threading of the needle, is it? We're going to be patient though. We are. Our show's on soon too, our local show, which I think is like a fair or something to you people over there in other countries. They have like a they come here and everybody shows their work and their vegetables and their cows and sheep and these horse things, you know, like show jumping and stuff like that, and it goes for 3 days. I won't be going because I used to never miss one for 30, well, probably 25 years I never missed a show, but that's not working for me at all. I'm going to be here all day trying to do that. I'm usually pretty good at threading the needle, but I'm not going to say that I'm great at it today. Here we go. Look at this one's got some on it. Look at that. How good's that for me? Look at that. There's a needle there, bead one with some thread. I should have found that in the first place, shouldn't I? Now I've got some little beads, like some bead soup. That's what I call that. And I need a middle one, because you need something to put in the centre. This is like a little either mermaid tail or a fish or something, isn't it, that thing? So I want something round because they're easy to do. That's why I'm not cheating, it's just saying it's easier to do if it's round. So I'm going to do it around a button. What do you reckon? That might look really cool, because I just wanted to show you how to do this anyway. So, but it'll look all right doing the beads around the button. So let's sew the button on, because this one's already on here. Let's put this up with it, and then I'll have another thing here somewhere later on. So I want to sew this on first. I think I want to sew this on first. So I'm going to come up through the back, through one of the holes, go down the other side on the opposite side of it. There. Come on. Same here. And then this side there. So we've got it crossed over. Not got a lot. I don't think I'm going to do a whole lot of that. You know, you could keep going backwards and forwards, but I don't think I want to do that today. So around the outside now, instead of putting one bead on at a time, which is a very tedious thing, and plus they won't sit as well, so you need to get your beads on the needle all at once, okay, without spilling them everywhere, because that seems to be taking it. Right, it was hard to get off. Let me see, what colour will I have? Okay, the decision on this is the pink. You won't be able to see them. They're a bit wee, aren't they? They are small. I wonder if I've got a bigger... I do have bigger ones. I'm just going to... Got the yellow there. Maybe some blue. No. I want bigger beads so I can see them. So you can see them as well. It'd be a good idea, won't it? We can all see the beads. There, I think these are a bit bright. You've got to get the right thing. You've always got to find that right thing. That's something that takes a lot of our time, isn't it? Finding the right thing. Yeah. Oh, I found... There's these ones sitting here next to me. Look in the bag. How about that? The orange ones. So these are a bit bigger than the little fellas. I don't know what sizes they are. I'm terribly sorry, because when I buy mine, they only come in a weight. They don't like this, I don't know, so many ounces or something, or an ounce. I don't know, a very small amount anyway of beads. Let's see a couple up there to start with. And now I just want to put them all on here. They look like some sort of lolly, don't they, these beads? Now you want to just put it down around here and just, you know, keeping check of how long you need it to be. See, there's no idea of how many, because you've just got to keep measuring it to see what you've got. Okay. Hope I shut that off properly. Alright, I'm going to see if I can get in the frame of this. This will be good if I can, instead of being out of the shot. So thread all your beads on first. And on your little thing, come on. That's the way. Yep, I didn't get that one. So it still doesn't, I'll lay it round there close by to it, and it still doesn't quite go. Okay. So I'll do another one. Another lot. So you can always take them off if you've got too many when you finish, like before you actually finish putting them down. And come around there. Just measure it and see. Just pull the cotton up. Not too tight. You don't want it bubbly up. You know, if that's a word, or bubbly up. Oh, my hands are not good because I've been fiddling around in here, and you know when you're playing around with paper and all this other sort of stuff, that, you know, they're not. I'm sorry about that. I've broken all my fingernails too. But you can't do stuff without doing that, can you? I said to my husband, I did more work in the last 3 days than what I've done in the last 6 months, and I wasn't doing much, believe you me. It's not good. Yeah, come on. Put it in there. This is not as hard as I'm making it look, okay? Look at that, that's about the right amount, isn't it? Okay, so what I need to do now is go back down fair next to where I come out with me needle. And your beads will wander off, of course, over there, but you want to put it back up there and put it over the button, righto? Put it back there over your button. Did I go like so, and pull that, if I can find it, cotton, it's behind there. So what do you do now is you go down and come up through that, the first one that you put on there, and I don't think I've got enough on it. I don't know yet. I'll see if it'll pull together or not. This is causing a lot of havoc, isn't it? I'll move that out of the way. There's threads and things everywhere. So you pull this, you go right through them all again, right? Go through them all, don't go through your fabric, just go around through your beads. I've done this so many times, you know, but maybe not just lately, why it seems to be something that's not working for me. Well, it is working, but okay, come on. Just looping back around there. Nobody panic about it. It'll be right. Look, it's going. It's working. I'm sure it is. Look at this. See? Because there's lots to do yet. I mean, you gotta catch all these about here again. You're just going back through and This is amazing, you know, when I did that one, it just went so well and easy. So now I've got all that. So I want to go over the cotton of each one. Not every one, maybe every second one might be good. You go up in between, go up right near your button, down near over the cotton that's got taken each one, and put it as close to the button as you can, this piece. I think I've got a piece here that's not pulled right through to the back properly, and that doesn't impress me. These seem extremely loose, don't they? They do. They seem extremely loose, Sonia. You're going to have to tighten it up a bit. I don't know where I went wrong. I was telling you how easy and great it is to do, and it really is. It's just sometimes, I guess, things are not... They're sent to try us, you know, things are. Things are sent to try us to see if we can do it. So I'd say God doesn't give you more than you can handle. I don't know, sometimes. There's a few things. Okay. This is only... It's not... It's working. It's got to work. Come on. It's got to sit there properly. You know what I think my problem is too? My button's a bit wonky as well. I need to give it a bit of a go and put it back down again. I don't know what I've done here, this piece. Seems to be playing up on me, this bit. If you go around, if you don't sort of hold it down all the way around, like so, it'll bubble up. You make sure you go in between your beads. See, these ones here are giving me a hard time, aren't they? So I'm going to actually put this button down a bit better. The bead thing next to the button here that I used, it's stuck down with glue. Maybe I should have did that with the button because it's I don't know, lifting up on the corners sort of thing, if you understand. It's not, whoops, that doesn't look nice, does it? It's got a kicky out bit. We're going to pick that up and we're going to move this over till that straightens it out and pull it down in between the ones so it won't look wonky. Because that will happen too, you get the wonky bit. Definitely going to have to glue the button down next time. Glue your button on, okay. Sew it first, put some sewing in it before you put it on the material. Sew your thread, I don't want to lose that. So put your thread through it so it'll stay nice. Okay, well, what I meant to say was put your thread through there. I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing because when something's not going right for you, your mind's got to... See, this is supposed to sit down flat. If that was sitting down there flat, the rest of it would be working well too, okay? It would be nice if it sat there flat for me, wouldn't it? See? It's jumping all around all over the place. So what you want to do is put some thread through your button, you know, just for the look. Then stick the button down with some glue. I might try that, sticking some glue under it after, because I don't have to pull it out and redo that. Stressful. Because because he's sitting up, he's pushing the beads out of, but the beads are okay, they're all right, they're in the right place, okay? Now, that's not finished, because that's not what I'd call finished, that bit, because I'd have to fix it up a bit better than that. But we'll come back to that one. I might just do one more thing for the time being, one more square. Just put something pretty basic on there. Am I going to have a top and a bottom? I think this will be the top because of the butterfly. So I think I might put some little flowers, okay, on something, or some bling. A nice bit of bling roving around here somewhere earlier on. I don't know where I'll put that. Of course I wouldn't. See somewhere on your one. Here we go. Sliding underneath the table thing. This is nice, isn't it? Look, isn't that pretty? See? I better put my patch back on there, wouldn't I? My patch, it's got to go back on there. Kept getting caught and everything because I have to stitch that down fastly. Maybe I could glue it. Don't know yet if I would do that. It does look good, doesn't it? The whole thing, I think. I like it. You know, I don't know if other people think about it, but I do. I like it. I reckon it's really nice. A piece of lacy stuff first, maybe. Something a bit lacy. Or whatever. Here's something. As I'm going to say to you, I had a piece here before too, and I did. It was actually a nice greeny colour. Oh, really nice. Nice bit of green. I thought, oh gee, that'll look nice, wouldn't it? I'll put it in here. Nope, I didn't. Oh, so now I find the bead needles there. They're under that. Well, I've got some of this, because I wanted something a bit heavier. What I did with that bit of green. This is too... That's pretty. Yes, that's pretty. I want a bit of heavy thing though. Isn't it amazing how these things can just disappear from you? I imagine it's still somewhere here, and it's probably fair looking at me. Sometimes of a night time I have a game of this game where you find things in the picture, you know. Oh dear, it's fun, but it does get a bit bit annoying sometimes. Just depends, because if I can't find what I'm looking for. But I do like it. It's good for your brain, to keep your brain active, and I didn't want to be doing anything that was too I don't know, it's too much for my brain because then I can't go to sleep properly. I'm just looking for something to put on here. Okay. I do like the flowers. I was going to put bling on, wasn't I? But I think that piece that I've got there might be a little bit too heavy. This piece here. I just don't know about that. Might be a little bit too heavy. Pink thing. I do my own designs, don't I? I have my own. And I'm thinking to myself, oh dear, I hope everybody else thinks it's okay. My own designs, my way of doing. Everybody's got their own way and their own way of doing stuff. And you know, it's just how it is. We all have different. We always have different ideas, don't we? I like that on there too. I do. I do like something like with a bit of that's nice. That bit of stuff. I do like that bit of stuff. I'll find a way of putting it on there. I can set that there to one side, I suppose. Put this here somewhere. Where's the needle and thread? I won't use that little skinny thing. I'll use this one here. Try and do something with this. I've got the finest piece of stuff here that I've cut off the edge of a piece, another piece of ribbon. Okay, and I'm going to try and give it a bit of a gather up by just going through and doing this with, you know, just stab stitches just to gather it up a bit. So this is just crafting with me, okay, because I'm just winging this, if that's the thing, you know, I'm just winging it. Now I'm not going to pull the knot right up there just yet. I'm going to just leave that like it is, because this is going to be a little bit three-dimensional now, isn't it? Look. And then when I stick that on there, I probably should sew it on, but I could glue it on. I could glue that on there and I could glue that on there. That'd save us a little bit of time, wouldn't it? And it's not going to hurt it having it glued down at all. So if I glue this bit on, this bit looks to me like it should have a few beads on it. I can take a long time to make a very small thing. Somebody said to me the other day how patient I was because there's no way they could do even little tiny bits that I really love to make. I don't understand that. I just feel like I can just do it. The smaller the thing is, the more, I don't know, the more I like to work with for some reason. Now I've covered over my butterfly. That was not intentional, but anyway. And I'm going to put this down here, this bit of glue. I'm going to put that there. Now I'm going to leave me cotton through it for the time being, because I'm going to cut off the part there with the knot in it. I'll cut off this bit. If you can still see it and you don't want to, you can pull it through later when this is dry. This blingy bit. Oh well, when I say blingy bit, well it is, isn't it? It's a little bit blingy, a little bit pretty. I don't know if that's really what I'm after either on this bit. I don't know if that's what I'm really looking for. This one is too big, isn't it? You know what, we can fix that. We'll pull it apart. And what do I do with about the centre? It's still there. I'm going to cut this off. Right as close there as I can. Stick some glue on here. Hopefully this is still going to be working when I'm finished. It'll still all go together. Does it look alright? This is the trouble. Does it look okay? You've made it flat and not so fluffy. It'll be right after it dries a bit. Because see, this is all cotton here. It's all cotton, and I've tried to catch as much as I can with the glue. Let me have a look at that. That's not bad. It's a bit flat. I'll tuck him round a bit. I don't know why I'm working upside down. It's not a good idea really sometimes. Well, I like that. I'm going with that. I'm good with it. I'm not really clean about this though. It could disappear off there any minute now. Isn't it dreadful, you know? When they always reckon when something's not working you should put it down and get rid of it. I'm coming back after, okay, and I'll give you another look at how I'm going with this. But in the meantime I was just going to try and do a couple of other things, so I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.